Hello everyone, this is Tuba Mirza and welcome to Recoding. All the code used inside this video are mentioned inside the description box. So if you like the work we are doing and if you're learning something from our videos, please do subscribe to our channel and share it with your group because your subscription will make this type of video happen in the future. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Another amazing update of SwiftUI 4 is the introduction of navigation split view. Now it's easier to create a navigation split view column using content and details. And it has also become very convenient to use with some amazing APIs. Earlier, SwiftUI provides a default navigation wrapper which automatically switches between stack navigation and column-based navigation based on device size and layout. Developer has to write all the detail and content view inside the same navigation view closure. We have already covered the navigation stack view of SwiftUI 4 in a previous video. The link is inside the description box. In this video, we are going to take a look at navigation split view of SwiftUI 4. First, let's take a look at the older method. Navigation view wrapper provides a way to create a link to move from one view to another as split view column automatically. You just need to use any iPad or Mac device to see it. We use navigation view link which takes a description and destination as a parameter. And it will automatically show the detail view when the navigation link is pressed. For placing holder inside the detail view, we can provide a text view which only appears when no item has been selected on the navigation link. Similarly, we can create a 3-column layout by adding another view inside the navigation view closure. But this method is pretty bad when you need to link method from one view to another. New to SwiftUI 4 is navigation split view. We use navigation split view wrapper which will store the view for sidebar. This sidebar will contain a list view and for each item we want to show a navigation link which has a value associated with it. And according to that navigation link that has been selected, it's gonna show the detail view with that data associated with navigation link. This will create a 2-column navigation view. For 3-column navigation view, we need to add a content wrapper before the detail wrapper. And using this, we can create a 3-column navigation. Navigation split view has a parameter of column visibility which helps to hide or show the sidebar and content. It will take a binding of column visibility which consists of values to show and hide the columns. When we create the 2-column navigation view, it looks something like this. On the left side, it has a sidebar, while on the right side, it has the detailed view. The 3-column looks pretty much similar to the 2-column navigation, but in the middle, it has a content view. So this is the overall look of the new navigation split view API. Now let's take a look at how to build an application using these APIs. Let's first take a look at how we have earlier used to create a column navigation view. First, we create a navigation view, then create a list view to show 10 items inside it. And for each item, we are going to show a text view. Add a navigation title modifier. For adding a second column just below the navigation view, add another text view, it will automatically create a new column. And for the third column, similarly, create another text view. So this is how we earlier used to create navigation split view. Let's now take a look at how we have to use now onwards. To do so, first create a group called 2-column view. Create a SwiftUI view called 2-column master view. This view will hold our sidebar. Inside it, create a navigation split view closure. Inside it, add a list view which has 10 items. Inside it, which will show a text view. To make it work, we need to add a detail. Inside the detail part, a text view showing a detailed text. Now we can see that a navigation split view has appeared. Inside the preview section, add a modifier of preview interface orientation to the landscape right. This will rotate the canvas view to the right-hand side. Now let's create a model for our app. create a folder called Models. Inside it, create a Swift file called Category. Inside it, create a structure called category which conforms to int hashable, case, iterable, identifiable, and codable. Inside it, add the case of a category. Then add a variable of ID which conforms to string and has raw value. Then create a variable as a localized name which conforms localized string key. Inside it, create a switch case for the same. Here we made a mistake. We need to create an enum rather than a structure, so we need to type here enum. Now inside the switch case, we return a string for each case of our enum. By doing this, we can return a string for each of the selected cases from this category enum. Open the assets folder. Inside it, create a new color set. Name it as an accent color. Make the appearance as any. Add select a color for it. Now inside the two-column master view file, we need to create a variable called as categories which equal a category enum of all cases. Inside the list view, we provide a category variable and for each category. We will show the localized name inside the navigation link. For the title, we add localized name. New to SwiftUI 4 is value. Inside it, we provide the categories, so it will provide the information to the content and detail view that we have selected certain data. Create a new SwiftUI file called navigation model. It will hold all the data inside a single file and we can pass it inside every view we move, so it's a lot easier to manage data. Inside it, then first import SwiftUI framework. Now create a class as navigation model which conforms to observable object. Then import combine. Create a publish property wrapper and call it a selected category which conforms to first item of the category enum. Open the content view file. Add a new property wrapper as state object and call it a navigation model. And initiate the class. And inside the body, we add two-column master view created. Open the two-column master view and add the environment object for the navigation model. Provide the environment object to preview also. Then inside the list, we add the selection as binding to a selected category which we have already created inside the navigation model file. Then for the detail, we show the localized name of selected category. Add navigation title modifier. Create another SwiftUI file, call it a two-column detail view. Create a variable as a category which will take data from the previous view. Then create another Swift file inside the model folder, call it device, which will store a model and examples of devices. Create a structure as a device which conforms to identifiable and hashable. Then create an ID as UUID. Name as string. Image as string. Description as an empty string. And category as category enum. Then create a static constant and call it devices data, which will be an array of the device structure. Add the example data inside it. Now inside the two-column detail view, we set the data equal to device.devices data. Inside the body, create a scroll view, add a check that if the category is not nil, we are going to show the view. Create a constant as a column which conforms to the array of grid item. And equal it the array inside it at grid item initialization. Then inside the body, create a lazy vgrid. Inside the parameter, add a column. Then inside it, create a for each loop. For the parameter, we add our data array, and for each data in the loop, we are going to show the name of the device. We are also going to filter the data according to the category. For that, we use the filter method and we check if the current item inside the data array has the category equal to the selected category. Inside the for each loop, we show a navigation link which will take value parameter inside it. We provide our data. Then inside it, create a vstack. Inside it, add an image view and a text view which shows the device name and image. Add padding below it. For the preview, we provide a category as the first item inside the enum. Add the navigation title modifier. Now we are using a detail view as a navigation stack, so use the navigation destination modifier. Inside the parameter, add a devices structure. Then for each device, we are going to show a new text view. Open the master view. Inside the details section, we add a detail view which we have created and pass the category parameter. Inside the destination view, add a vstack and add text and image view for a device data. Create another SwiftUI file called two-column device detail view. Require a variable as a device which conforms to a device structure. Inside the body, create a vStack and check if the device is not nil, we are going to show the view. Create a scroll view and add the image and text description of the device. For else block, we only show a text that the device has not been selected. Inside the preview, we pass the first item inside a device's data array. Open the two-column detail view. Now remove the text and image view inside the navigation destination and add the device detail view. Open the masked view and wrap our two-column detail view file inside the navigation stack. Inside the navigation link, we need to add datum, not data here. We did the mistake. So here we can see that a two-column navigation is working fine. All the device images are already added inside the description. You can take them from the source code file. Now separate our view and model inside separate folders. Create another group for three-column layout. Now create a SwiftUI file called three-column master view. Inside the body, create navigation split view and add a detail and content view also. Rotate the preview to the right side. Now create a list to show the categories same as two-column sidebar view. Require the environment object of navigation model so that we can keep track of selected category. Here we need to first add content and then the detail view. Here we can see that our 3-column app is looking fine. Now create a constant as a device which equals to a device data. And create another list view for the device, but here we filter devices according to the selected category. Inside the add another navigation link. Add navigation title modifier to both the columns. For the detail view, we can show the 2-column device detail view which we had earlier created. Now inside the navigation model, create another published environment wrapper called asSelectedDevice which conforms to device structure. Inside the master view of 3-column, inside the content view list, we add the selection parameter and assign it to the selected device variable. This will store the device which we have selected. Now pass the device parameter and inside it pass the selected devices variable. Now let's work on another feature of app in which we can switch from 2-column layout to 3-column layout. First, create an enum for our column type. Which conforms to int identifiable case, iterable and codable. Then add id as raw value. Add 2 cases, one for 2-column and another for 3-column. Add the localized name for all the cases. Add another published property wrapper as the selected column layout. Create a SwiftUI file called 3-column detail view. Add the content view part inside it. Inside the content view file, create a group view. And below the group view closure, add the environment object. Create a switch case which will check the selected column layout from navigation model. Pass all the cases and add the relevant view to it. Add both column layout view. Here is a two-column view appearing on the preview device. Inside the three-column layout, we need to add three-column master view. Now we can see that we can switch both views just by changing the variable. Now create a SwiftUI file called as setting view. Add an environment object property wrapper for the navigation module. Inside it, create a form view. Add a selection of column type. Add a for each loop and loop for all the cases of the column types. For each case, we are going to show a button view with the text of each column localized name. For action, we set a selected column layout inside the navigation model to the column variable. Below it, add a button to close the view. Inside the navigation split of two-column layout, add a toolbar modifier and add a button along with a sheet view to open the setting page. Inside the navigation model file, add another publish property wrapper as a sheet which equals to false. Add it as a parameter for the setting view. Now we can see that a setting page is opening. Now similarly, add the sheet view to 3-column layout. Now we can see that we can change the split view inside the app. Add the toolbar button inside the detail view of both column views. For closing the setting view, we can use our dismiss environment function to close the sheet view. Create another enum for column visibility. This will control the visibility of column according to user choice. Which conforms to int identifiable case, iterable and codable. Then add id as raw value. Create all the available cases. And add the localized name. create a property wrapper of published and add selected column visibility. Also add a public function which takes column visibility as a parameter and returns navigation split view visibility from the navigation split view structure. We just need to return for all the cases we add inside a visibility enum. Now inside the setting view, add the section of column visibility and a for each view and a button for all the cases. And for the label, add the localized name. And for the action, use our setColumnVisibility function and assign it to selected column visibility variable. Now inside the 3-column master view, inside the navigation split view, add the column visibility parameter and pass our selected column visibility variable as binding. Similarly, the 2-column layout also. So here we can see that we can easily manage the column visibility from the setting of the app. Now run the app inside the simulator. So this is all for the navigation split view for SwiftUI 4.
And yes, let us know what you liked or disliked about this video in the comment section. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. And yes, do not forget to suggest some more topics. For now, I'll be signing off. We'll definitely see you all in the next video.